crashing, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.
Yo, what's good? What's good? Shout out everybody in the building, man. Make sure the mic's working, man. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. How the mic sounding, man? Let's go, man. Oh shit. This is crazy. Let's go, man. Shout out my guy. My guy, man. My Skol broski. You know what time it is. Too Evil, what's good? Yeah, we about to get on him. All right, let me make sure. What's good? What's good, Bundy? I see you in the building. Appreciate you tapping in. Hold on, let me just get this shared real quick. Let me get this shared real quick. My bad, my bad. Boom. What's good, Mr. I Want to Mock? I see you in the building. Everybody tap in, hit the like button. We about to get it popping. Don't worry. We're about to get it popping. Hey, listen, this is a chat. This is a chat stream right here. That's what this is. This is a chat stream, man. Hit the like button on the way in so we can get our peoples in the building, man. All right. Shout out Eric from New Mexico, Florinda, and Raquel. What's good? Rap, I'm in Target right now. They got high chairs on clearance. Hey, real sir D, I hear you, bro. Hey, look, tonight is the night, man. You know, drop all your jokes on Kyler Murray. Drop all your jokes on JJ McCarthy. Tonight is the night that I said, you know what? Last night we kind of got into it. Everybody was, you know, there was a little bit of back and forth banter in the chat, going back and forth. I said, you know what? Let's take the gloves off, bro. Tonight, it is what it is. Who you got? You feel me? It's that simple. Who you got? This is what the NFL wants us to do anyways. They want us to go at each other, man, about the quarterback. So let's just do it. Fuck it. Let's give them what they asking for. You know what I'm saying? Let's give them what they asking for. Let's do it. Shout out Jackson in the building. I see you. Appreciate you tapping in. Prince, what's good with you, boy? My dog, what's happening, man? Appreciate you tapping in as well. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm just waiting to let a couple people tap in. I'll let a couple people tap in real quick. Actually, let me share this to X real quick. Let me get this shared to X. Let me get this shared to X real quick, man.
McCarthy hates the Vikings and wants them to lose.
McCarthy hates the Vikings and wants them to lose. Let's go. Shout out my guy 2E, man. Oh my God, 2E, man, with the super chat, 199. He said McCarthy hates the Vikings and wants them to lose. Okay. All right. Shout out my guy Two Tone in the building. I see you, Two Tone. Appreciate you tapping in. I want the best one to start. Two Tone, who you think's the best one? Who do you think the best one is? You know what I'm saying? Who do you believe the best one is? Tonight we ain't doing no half stepping tonight. Tonight we laying it down on the table, man. Who do you believe is the best one, bruh? This is the beef stream. You know what I mean? That's what this is, man. We just gonna have some fun at the same time, man. It's the beef stream. You gotta pick a side. You know what I'm saying? Like it's getting to the point where you gotta pick a side now. Joshua Lamb said JJ McCarthy. Okay, all right. Look, and this is the thing too. We're not mad at any opinion here. So you got people that want JJ McCarthy, you got people that want Kyler Murray. We not mad at either one. You know what I mean? Like, pick your side. That's all I'm saying. Tonight, we just trying to get to the bottom of it. That's it. We're just trying to get to the bottom of it. I figure this one's needed. You know, I feel like we need to spice it up a little bit. We've been sitting here, you know, being 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I'm like, you know what? We going all in tonight. We calling it the beef stream. We can pop it how we want to pop it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Davey OG. He said, call for GM. No, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact, man. Shout out Carl, man. For sure. Shout out Carl. My guy Salif, what's good with you? Barber Fade up, what's good, my guy? Shout out to you in the building, man. Tuva said, are we gonna get Purple Papa back in the house? Man, I don't know, man. Purple Papa, man. Listen, Purple Papa's still mad over the whole JJ playing for the Vikings. And you know what? Is what's crazy is, bro, we gotta give Purple Papa his flowers low key though tonight, bro. Like straight up, like, hey, Purple Papa tried to tell us, bro. For real, he told that, hey, we gotta start. Hey, Purple Papa might actually be the prophet, bro. Like that, I'm starting to realize, like, hey, we tripping, bro. Purple Papa might be on to something, bro. I mean, dude is like, dude has been right with Sam Darnold, and he's looking right with your boy JJ. Rap saw you have a nice man. Appreciate you, Davey OG, man. That's what's up. Appreciate you, bro. Absolutely, man. Smash that like. You heard Fig Nut. Smash that like button. Hit the like button. I'm just waiting for a couple more people to tap in. We're gonna get it popping. I'm just setting it up real quick. I'm just making sure I got all these screens shared. Shout out to everybody in the building. Thank y'all. If you are wondering what type of show and why the thumbnail is what it is, it's just one of those shows, man, where it's just like, we've had some discussions last night. We've had some discussions, obviously, leading up into tonight, where you got some fans over here, some fans over there, but then you got people that are, you know, it's starting to get to the point. It's almost like it reminds me of the Kirk Cousins era, right? Where you are now forced to pick a side, and what side you're not, you gotta separate yourself and be part of that crew. I'd rather have both crews in the building, to be real, so that we can go back and forth with it. And I'm also not gonna hide behind no rock on who I'm supporting, because I tend to support who I want to support. You feel me? JJ McCarthy, I support it. I supported him heavy. We got a new quarterback in town now. Yes, sir. You know what I mean? It's simple. It's that simple. It's that simple. We got a new quarterback in town. You know what I mean? We going on year 3, and quite frankly, I don't feel like I gotta wait too much longer, bruh. Especially when the team making moves like they making shit. Hey, they made a move to make my decision for me. You go and sign Kyler Murray. You made my decision for me. I don't gotta wait no more. You know what I mean? Like, if we didn't go and do that, then maybe I'll wait. We don't gotta wait anymore. We got the quarterback. Joshua said, JJ McCarthy has that dog in him. He's going to bring it. So I wanted to pull up something, because there was obviously, I'm sure y'all seen this today. All right. So this was the most interesting news. This was going to be my video today, but I figured, hey man, let me go live tonight and do this. Okay. So we saw this right here. JJ McCarthy is back in Minnesota and seems to have every intention of being here, according to Ben Gessling. He said McCarthy was not blindsided by the QB moves and doesn't seem to want out of Minnesota. I've heard steam to. So this is the deal too. We were talking about, right? There was word about somebody close to JJ McCarthy saying that he possibly wants to get traded. Bro ain't trying to get traded out of Minnesota, bro.
As soon as the JJ tip ticklers jump in the chat, I'm about to go ham.
Let's go. Let's go. So, you know, here's the thing. With this report, I want to say this. JJ, I don't think he wants to get traded. And also remember, we talked about how I feel like JJ is going to accept the challenge, bro. Like, he's going to accept. I don't think he's scared of a challenge. You know, that he has that mental still yet that he's gonna play ball. You know, I just say he can play ball all he wants. He's not winning the job though. And that's just what it is. You know what I mean? He could play as much ball as he wants. He's not gonna win the job. But I don't think he wants to get traded. I think he wants to try to sit around, and KOC is probably selling him a dream still under the table of, hey, it's a 1-year deal with Kyler, although there are reports out saying that he told them that he's looking for a long-term solution, and Kyler Murray, you might be that guy, man. But you know, it's one of those deals, man, where I do believe J.J. McCarthy still gonna try to battle. He'll try to battle it out. He ain't gonna lay down. So and that's good, right? We get to see some we get to see some good competition. Although I don't think it's a competition like I said last night. I'm sorry. I do not believe that there's a QB competition in Minnesota. I just don't. You know, there's nothing, there's no signs telling me that you're bringing in Kyler Murray and talking about there's a QB competition, bro. It just doesn't make sense. You know, it just doesn't. It's almost like you bring in you brought in you bring in who, let's think about Joe Burrow, and you try to tell me that there's a QB competition going on in town. No, bro. There isn't. There is no QB competition, brother. This shit is sold up. I'm telling you, it's sold up, baby. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up. Bandito, what's good? I'm gonna let y'all talk and see what y'all talking about, man. What's the vibes, man? Let's start it up, man. I could talk shit, but I would love JJ to be the guy I thought he was gonna be. No, facts. Me and Skol, bro, on the same wave, bro. We wanted him to be good, bro. Everybody in the building knows how we was repping. We was repping, man. What can I say, bro? What can I say? Like, we were representing, bro. We were representing the right way too. Like, we wanted him to be good, bro. I definitely wanted him to be good. I wish we were hyping him right now, to be honest with you. I really wish I could be popping it right now. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I really do, man. Shout out Bandito in the building, man. I see you, man. Shout out to you.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
What's that voting looking like, man? What's the voting looking like? Who we got? Who's winning the vote? Let's see. Let's see who's winning the vote so far. Who do you trust as QB? 72% Kyler Murray. Ooh, we off 29 votes. Telling you, man, the people have spoke. The people have spoke. This will give you a good gauge too, right? Of how you can now go out, whether it's on X, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on YouTube, you can go out with confidence and lean into your take, man. If you feel like Kyler Murray is that dude and you're excited about Kyler Murray being the quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings, lean into that, because you do have a ton of fans that believe just like you. Regardless of what JJ McCarthy got going on behind the scenes. JJ McCarthy is seeming like he gonna be a backup. Like, for real, he do. Seem like he gonna be a backup. It's getting dark for the boy. It really is. It's getting dark each and every day. Oh man. Shout out 2E, man, doing his normal. You know what time it is. 2E doing his normal out here. Let's see, man. Who we got? I think he will be. I think he just needs more time. Okay. All right. How much time? How much time? Listen, here's the questions tonight. We can go through a couple questions. How much time, right, do we need to give JJ McCarthy? How much? And keep in mind now, he's not playing this year unless Kyler Murray gets hurt. So keep in mind.
JJ McCarthy, if you sign a guy like Carson, who seems to be a guy that, like, if Kyler is the starter and gets hurt and they want a veteran, then you hand it to Carson probably. And if that's the case, then what are you doing with JJ in year 3?
What I would say is 2022 and 2024, when the quarterback stayed healthy, Kirk and Sam Darnold, the Vikings were like 25 and
I forgot what he said, so I want to rewatch this.
11 or something. Like, I mean, a really good record. The other 2 years, you had.
And real quick, get vocal in the chat too, man. Joshua, appreciate you getting vocal, bro. Because I want to have these conversations. Because this is coming from somebody who actually supports JJ McCarthy too. As hard as I may sound on him, bro, I like JJ McCarthy. So I'm not like I'm not a JJ hater. I'm more of a Vikings fan, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? because you do have differences. You do have differences. And we had this problem with Kirk Cousins, and that's what pissed me off. Okay. Let me just set the groundwork really quick. We had fans that would put Kirk Cousins over the Minnesota Vikings. And that's what made me not like him as a quarterback. Because not only did you have people that did that, but we also weren't winning. So it would be one thing if Kirk Cousins was that and he had fans doing that, and yet we were winning meaningful games, I could have got on board with that. But the facts that you had people that would put him on a pedestal over the Minnesota, blame everybody else, blame the coaches, blame the defense, blame the offensive line, blame never Kirk's fault. That's what irritated me. And for some reason, bro, and I hate that I got to get like this, but for some reason, the JJ shit is it's starting to get there, bro. It's starting to get there, and I thought we were in this to win this. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I thought we was in this to win this, Purple Gang, man. Listen, man, sometimes we gotta put our feelings to the side, bro. Are you trying to win football games or are you just trying to be right? Which one? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's the real question, bro. Are you trying to win football? Are you trying to be right? Because I would love to be right. Don't get me wrong. I would love to come on here and say, see, I told you guys JJ was going to be the next Tom Brady type player. I told you he was going to win us a Super Bowl. I would love to be doing that tonight. But the reality is we seen what we've seen, and the kid is lost out there, bro. Like, if you go back and reflect on the season, you can say the offensive line was this. You could say Kevin O'Connell did this. And yes, those things can be true, but still yet as a player, you have to be able to overcome some of those things. And he is one of those players from what I'm looking at right now. Everything would have to go right for JJ McCarthy to look good, to look like a quarterback that can take a team to the Super Bowl. Everything must go right. The running game must be right. The play calling must be perfect. I mean, he can't afford any deficiencies. And that is not the type of guy that I'm looking for. Now, I feel like Kyler Murray, Kevin O'Connell can call a bullshit play, and guess what? Kyler Murray can still save the damn day because he has that ability, that star ability, that ability to overcome. Will JJ get there one day? Maybe. But dog, am I trying to wait? No. I'm just being real. No, I'm not. I'm not trying to wait anymore. No. Like, I'm just not. And if I do wait, I'd rather me wait while we have a Kyler Murray starting in 2026. You think I want to sit through 2026 going watching bullshit? No, bruh. I'm done with that. You know what I'm saying? So be mad, whatever. I don't care. That's how I'm rocking. Period. That is how I'm rocking. Straight up. Yes, he has that dog in him. Yes, JJ does have that dog in him. He do. But guess what? The dog ain't get him too far. The dog really ain't. It didn't get him too far. Did Jets attend McCarthy's workouts? Probably not. We would have saw a video if he did. That's another thing too, bro. The injuries is another issue. That's a whole nother issue, right? That's a whole nother issue. Don't get me wrong, bro. This isn't a curb session on JJ McCarthy. Like, he's still a Minnesota Viking, so I'm going to support him to some capacity. But I'm also going to live in the reality that our quarterback room is fire now, bro. And it's not because JJ McCarthy's in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. Our quarterback room is lit, bruh, and it's not because JJ's in it. It's not. Unfortunately, it's not. It's because we got Kyler Murray.
Had Jaron Hall start a game. You had to trade for Josh Dobbs.
The only way McCarthy has that dog emoji inside of him is if he's eating at that sketchy East Side Chinese restaurant that failed the health inspection.
Dang, shout out to E, man. No, that was great. Shout out to E, man. That was fire. Shout out Matt Q. I see you in the building. Appreciate you. Hit that like button. You heard him. Shout out to you. Appreciate you promoting that. You already know what time it is, man. Thank y'all, man. Y'all be supporting on another level, man. Shout out to you, man. Hit that like button. You see the thumb? Hit the thumbs up on the video. Let's go, man. Hit the thumbs up. Or you can hit the thumbs down too. I know some of y'all, hit the thumbs down if you mad that JJ's catching a little bit of flack. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You can be mad. I understand that too. You can hit the thumbs down too if it's that serious. You know what I mean? It's cool. I ain't worrying about it. Shout out Dylan, man. He said, Mr. I want to mock. I say Hall is the worst out of those options. Hall never showed he could do it. Close second is Mon. Yeah, no, facts, Dylan. That's a fact. That's a fact. So I posted this list too. Look at this. I posted that this is irritating right here, bro. Look at this. Bro, look at this. Look at this list. Let this sink in as Vikings fans. Y'all, let this sink in. Let this sink in right here, man. Let this list sink in, bruh. Let's go see what some Vikings fans are talking about. Here's my dog right here talk football with me. He said, that's my whole point on my KOC and JJ stand. We have to turn this franchise around with a franchise quarterback and head coach. We're literally right there. We ruin it. Look at the Chiefs, Eagles, Bills. Almost the entire AFC is good because they all have franchise quarterbacks. Why us? Facts. You can add McCarthy to that list now. And what are the winning percentages since then? Can't wait till the Vikes dust off Charlie Batch. You forgot TJ Rubley for the Packers. Brett Hundley exists. I think, there's a couple names missing. I didn't create this list, so people are coming at me as if I made the list. I didn't make the list. My boy Mont sent me this. So I just posted it when I seen it. That shit hurt my heart. I'm just looking at it like, damn, this shit hit different, boy. Like, look at that list, bro. We got the longest list. I thought the Bears had the longest list. We have the longest list. You know what I mean? This shit crazy. Crazy, bro. Add McCarthy to this list. 10 starts, 6-4 record. Packers fans have nothing to complain about. LOL. Bro, the Packers have 3 quarterbacks, bro, since 1992. 3. Crazy, bro. Crazy. So some can make the argument, right? Like, this is part of the problem. Is we go through all of this list of quarterbacks, and let's be honest, is it because we don't invest? Is it because we don't invest time? Or when I mean invest, I'm talking about time as a franchise. Is that what this is about? Because we can go down the list, right? And the OGs know a lot about this. Rich Gannon. Did we give him a fair shot to be the quarterback and try to take us to a Super Bowl? Did we? Salisbury, I didn't even watch him play. Warren Moon, did we? Brad, Randall, did we? Dante, Tavarius, Gus, Brett, Christian, Matt, Teddy, Sam, Case, Kirk, Sam. Did we? You can make the argument that Sam Darnold, we missed the ball on that one. I feel like he earned a chance. We should have gave him a chance. Kirk Cousins wasted 6 years of bullshit, of mediocrity. Case Keenum should have gave him a chance. Could have missed the ball on that. Some people look at Case Keenum and say, bro, Case Keenum will always be a backup. Case Keenum was never going to take us anywhere. Hey, I guess we'll never know. But guess what? He took us to the NFC Championship game. So shit, bro. Like, when you look at the rest of this list, you look at what we're dealing with today, how can you complain about Case Keenum and where he took us? Yes, the defense was number one. But guess what? We got a good defense now. You know what I mean? We got a good defense now. So shit, we got Brian Flores. So I don't want to hear that. All right. Teddy Bridgewater, of course, that's just unfortunate. Brett Favre, he was at the end of his career, so obviously we weren't. But like, we're investing time is what I'm saying. There's quarterbacks on here where we invested time and we tried, you know. I think it shows that you gotta turn the page. You gotta turn the page, bro, sooner than later. Me and my Skol bro were talking before I went live tonight, right? And here's the deal. Shout out my guy, Sal Dog, man. DO double in the building.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
We were talking about this. And Mr. I want to mark facts. I feel like Case Keenum was such a huge mistake, bro. Because not only did we make it to the NFC Championship game and Case Keenum actually had a great season, bro. Like, it wasn't like he went out there and threw for 2,000 yards and 16 touchdowns. Like, he actually had a really good season, bro. Really good. Showed that he can throw and make the plays. And our defense you could have paid him pennies on the dollar at that point, and we could have boosted up the defense even more. We already had the number one defense. We would have had more money to dump into it, and we could have dumped money into the offensive line at the time. I mean, we could have really built. That was our chance right there for 2018 to be a real deal Super Bowl. Come see what's up with us, bruh. For real. That was the chance, and we effed it off. And I'm always going to be mad. I'm always going to hold a grudge about that. All right, I'm going to hold the grudge about that. But me and my Skol bro were talking, and we said, "Here's the deal, bro. With JJ McCarthy right now, is believe it or not, time flies, bro. Time flies, and we are going on this guy's third season. You know, this is season number 3. Usually by this time, this is what's irritating about it, is usually by this time, you are already know if you are going to pay this guy because he is now the franchise guy, or you're going to move off. Now, ask yourself this, and I don't want to, and you can sit here and say, well, he only played 10 games. It doesn't matter. Let's just go off of timing alone. Going into your third season, going into his third season, are you guys willing to pay him market value as a quarterback to be the franchise quarterback? Would you pay him market value right now? Hell no. And I know the answer is no. The only people that are going to say yeah are the people that just are, they just love him that much, man, where they just want to see him win. And I understand, right? It's easy to get attached to players. But again, this year right here, I'm being a Vikings fan, bro. I am. I'm separating the two. I really am. I'm definitely doing that this year. I am. Yep. I'm separating it, bro. I have to go what's best for us as a team, bro. I can't sit here and keep buying into this shit, bro, and looking stupid. I just can't do it. If he turns out to be somebody good, hey, kudos to him. Kudos to him. But right now, bro, he is not worth it. He's going on his third season, bro. We've seen 10 games that out of goddamn, what is it? 10 games out of 32 games that could be played. We've seen 10 of them. We've seen 10 of them. And let's be honest here. Out of those 10, only 3 of them were actually decent. 3 of them were decent, bro. They weren't even, you know, we're not talking about elite games. We're not talking about, oh, damn, he went out there and went crazy. Like, we're talking about, hey, he did just enough. You know what I mean? Like, he stayed within the offense and did just enough. Like, those are the 3 good games he had this season. You can make an argument that the Washington Commanders was decent. You can make an argument that the first Detroit Lions game was decent. And then you can make an argument that the Dallas game. And I think the Dallas game probably was one of his best, was his best game as far as statistics go. You know, every other game, bro, barely looked good, bro. Barely looked good, in my opinion. Seriously. He dug us out. He dug us out in week 1. He did do that. He looked good in week 1. You know, hey, look, and go back to my live on week 1, Bandito. Listen, week 1, the post-game show, bruh, I felt so good. Like, I remember that live like it was yesterday. I was like, yo, we got us a damn quarterback. We got us a quarterback. I was lit. You know what I'm saying? I was lit, bruh. Like, I was happy. I was super happy, bruh. Like, that was an amazing live stream. Because I was able to tell people, kiss my ass. All the people that was hating, we was on them. You know, we was on them. We was living it up that night. Hold on. My bad. Hold on. Shout out Barber, man. It's for all right. Our fan base has selective memory. In his first NFL start on the road, so you can't hate that much. No, I feel you. He did good that game. Shout out Broski Bear, man. Shout out my boy Cody. He said, if this season goes bad, KOC is gone. No, facts. No, KOC definitely gone. He definitely gone. He about to say, tell him rap.
Just one before I die, please.
Just one, bro. Just one. Now ask yourself this. Who you think gonna get us one? Who you think gonna get us one, Jackson? If you had to pick tonight, which quarterback you want to go into 2026 with to give you the best chance to feel like you're gonna be able to celebrate this year, who you going with? I'm just being real. Like that's a real question. Who you going with? He said 9, baby. Shout out my boy Pop Punk. He said, I'm thinking JJ. Okay. All right, Steven. I see you. I see you, man. I ain't mad at you. Sorry, gotta say Collar. Shout out my boy Crown, man. What's good, Crown? Shout out my G, man. Hey, look. I'm willing to do this. I'm gonna drop the link too. I'm gonna drop the link. We give you guys 2 minutes. This will be like the post-game show. I'm gonna drop the link. Y'all can tap in. Y'all can tap in and rant about what you feel. Let me play this video real quick. This video got me interested though, because I want to hear about this whole take with Chase Daniels.
I think J.J. McCarthy's days with the Vikings are done. You don't sign there to be a backup. J.J.'s done there. No, here's my thing. Here's my take on the whole KOC Kyler situation. The second that Kyler signed with KOC, in my opinion, J.J.'s done there. They're not giving J.J. a chance to win it. It would surprise me very much so. You don't sign there to be a backup to J.J. McCarthy. I think J.J. McCarthy's days with the Vikings are done. I do. And so that's why I think you have to entertain. That's why I think you have to entertain Ty Simpson. Like I just, you're not sure what Kyler's going to do. It's a 1-year deal, $1.3 million. I just think if Ty can go to KOC, and there's a lot of things that can happen, but with that offense, like, come on, man. A lot of answers, bro. A lot of answers.
Now, I will say this. I see all this hype about Ty Simpson, bro. Like, no. Like, bro. Ty Simpson, no. I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of shit going on about how Ty Simpson, you got Dan and all them coming on now saying Ty Simpson's the best quarterback in the draft and this, that, and the third. I'm not with that. No. We got our quarterback. We got a quarterback. We do. His name is Kyler Murray. That's his name. His name's Kyler Murray, man. His name's Kyler Murray. Here, I'm gonna drop the link, man. Anybody want to come in? Y'all can rant. There's the link. Y'all can come in, tap in. Tell me, man. Tell me different, bro. Tell me different. I mean, the whole entire football world is telling me that not only is Kyler going to be the QB1, but he's going to be good at it, and JJ is damn near done. in Minnesota. And quite frankly, I believe him. I believe him. I'm sad about it though. Like that's the thing, man. Like I'm sad about it. You know what I mean? Like I really am because I like JJ McCarthy, as y'all know. You know, I'm a JJ McCarthy fan. Got jerseys, got shirts, got over 50 videos on my channel of me hyping him up, sticking up for him when people were dissing him, when he was playing bad. People were trying to talk smack about him, and I still would stand up for our quarterback on the internet, you know, putting myself out there, standing up for our fan base and our team. You know what I'm saying? Like, and our quarterback. Even when he looked bad, I was doing that. Yeah, because I believed in him that much. But y'all also know I've always said this, man. I'm an evidence guy, bruh. I'm big on evidence, man. I love evidence. Don't nothing get me more hyped up than some good old evidence, man. For real. Don't nothing get me more hyped up than some good old evidence. Did I post that? Yeah. Hold on. Let me see if it'll let me. No, nobody want to come. Nobody want to come talk. Nobody want to come talk. They smack. Everybody good. Where the votes at? Let me see the votes, man. Let me see the votes. Let me see where the votes at. So we got Kyler Murray 63%, 37%. So we've had some JJ fans pop in. All right, that's what's up. Honestly though, let's see what we got. It's wild. All right, Davey OG. I know Davey OG would join me, man. I know the OG ski would join me. Let's go, Davey. What's good?
What's good, man? How are you?
I'm good. You growing the beard out? Holy, I'm like, yo, wait a minute.
Well, actually, I had it for a while. I just colored it. I was at the VA 2 weeks ago going for physical therapy. And this guy comes up to me and he goes, "So where were you?" And I was like, "Well, what do you mean?" He goes, "Were you up north or were you in the Delta?" And as soon as he said that, I knew he meant Vietnam. And I said, "What makes you think I'm a Vietnam veteran?" And he goes, "Well, you got that gray beard going." And I was like, "Fuck that. I'm going home." And as soon as I did, I went on and bought some beard coloring and I colored the beard a little bit.
Okay. All right. Well, it looked good, man. It looked good. So talk to us, OG, man. Tell us, man. Like what, I mean, you know, I wanted to do this live and we're probably going to do a couple more of these where I'm just like, hey, you're going to have to pick a side because there's a lot of, you know, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And honestly, like, I don't know if I'm going to accept that anymore. Like I want fans to be held accountable. What do you think's the best option for us? I mean, just be honest.
Well, right now, Murray gives us the better option to win, the better chance to win.
Yeah.
I think to cast McCarthy aside right now, right at this moment, is a very, very bad idea because that could come back to haunt us. And this team has a history of doing stupid things that come back to haunt us.
Yeah.
Now, no disrespect to Carson Wentz. I think he could, it's twofold with him. He's a good replacement and he can mentor McCarthy. I don't think Murray came here to mentor McCarthy.
No, I agree.
And I wouldn't expect him to. But I think in order for us now, I'm trying to be realistic here. I'll probably get my brains knocked out in the chat about this, but I don't think we're going to be going anywhere for a couple of years, or we just don't have all the pieces in place here.
Yeah.
And the front office is basically a mess. Nobody knows what their role is. I think we need to have Rob Brzezinski is good with the numbers, but I think we need a football guy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm. You know what I want to see? Davey, is I want to see what Rob does in the draft. I want to see how they handle the draft.
Yes,
I think, I think I'm interested to see. At one point when it first happened, when we first moved off of Kwesi, I was more anxious of, hey, we need to hurry up and make something happen because now who's going to run this whole draft thing? Who's going to make sure the pieces are in play? But, after seeing free agency kind of unfold, although we may not have made a lot of moves, I think the quality's there. So, and I think Rob and them I think Rob's super strategic. And I think that I know the collaboration word has been thrown around a lot, but I'm right now, I'm trusting Rob and I'm willing to give him a chance. I want to see what it turns out to be. I want to see,
Right.
because he might be our secret weapon that we've had the whole time, and he was just waiting for his opportunity, being that he's been around the team for so long and knows
Right.
how we operate. This could be a good thing. Could be.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. He's been there for a long time. He's paid his due. That's the least we could do is let him show what he could do as, not just as a numbers cruncher and a bookkeeper, but as a GM, as a football guy. But, and I keep saying this, and everybody says this, well, we need a football guy. Now you look at some of the really, really good teams in the league. They've had former players. You look at the 49ers, they got, who is it, John Lynch?
Yeah. Yep.
You got John Lynch, and I'm sure there's some other guys I just can't remember off the top of my head. I'm turning senility into an art form here. I just turned
you're right. I get where you're going though.
I turned 68 2 weeks ago, so I'm getting up there,
Yeah. Hey, you're looking good for your age, man, with the colored beard, keep it up.
But I don't think all the pieces are there in place. We may have a winning record, we may win the division, but I think that's as far as we go. But you know something? I think this hat represents my attitude. I don't know if you could see it.
Hold on, flap it so we can see it. Like push it out so we can see it. Push out the. Can you? Oh, okay, yeah. Hold on. What does it say? The something club, old fuckers club. Let's go.
Yeah, it says 100% bitter old fuckers club, lifetime member.
Let's go, man. I love it, man. Hey, man, I'm so with the whole Kyler Murray thing, right? And right here we got Steve. He says, Kyler Murray has won 0 playoff games in his NFL career as of March 2026. He is 0-1 in the playoffs and having played in only 1 postseason game. What do you think about something like that one? Because people are going to bring that up. And what I would do real quick before what your comeback would be, OG, mine's going to be Sam. We said the same thing about Sam Darnold. All right. Listen, he played for the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals better be grateful that they even made it to a playoff game with Kyler Murray, because he was the sole reason they did make it. Remember that. He was the reason. Matter of fact, we got an Arizona guy right here in the building that would probably tell you that and agree to that. Like he was the reason they made it to the playoffs. And yeah, they got spanked. What was it, by the Rams, I believe, that year? I think the Rams did them something dirty. But again, he was the reason, man. He was the reason. And now he's in a better situation. I think it's all about the situation. My whole thing, Davey OG, is I don't want to make the same mistake I made with Sam Darnold, underestimating it and not buying into it based off of what he did in New York for the Jets, based off what he did for the Panthers. I tend to think our organization is a little better than those.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. My biggest fear is, Murray comes here. Maybe he's got a different idea about why he's here. Maybe he's here to resurrect his career. But if he comes here, he gets us to the playoff, he gets us a win, we at least owe him a minimum of 2 to 3 years on his next contract. But we can't be forking out $50 million. That's the number that's floating around. I think that's totally unreasonable. And we still got McCarthy under contract for another, 2 years, 3 years? What do you get, 5 years?
2 more seasons. Yeah, 5 years. Well, we got the option to pick up his 5th-year option, but
right. So we at least got 2 more years. Yeah. And once could decide whether he wants to stay here or not. That's up to him. Yeah. But if right now I think we got him, we got him in our house. We got to keep him here. I firmly believe, irregardless about how the season goes, we got to keep this guy here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, if he wins, if he plays decent, he's going to be here for the long haul, in my opinion. I think fans better get used to, they better get comfortable and understand that will be coming down the pipeline. If Kyler Murray looks good, then he plays a season that we've seen him play in Arizona, where he throws over 3,800 yards and his completion percentage is in the high 60s. He will be signing a contract here. That is a fact. Yes.
Yeah. If you have a chance, Chase Daniels put out a video a couple of weeks ago on Kyler Murray. Now, a lot of people say, well, he can't make these accurate throws. He can't make these deep throws. You got to watch this video. And his pocket awareness is absolutely uncanny. It's like Michael Vick uncanny.
Yeah.
So this is for you and the guys in the chat. Look for the Chase Daniels video.
Yeah, we'll go check it out.
You got to watch this.
Yeah,
you
we'll
got to
go
watch this. After watching it, I was like, we got to keep this guy. No matter what, we got to keep this guy.
Yeah, I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up while we're live here tonight. I'm gonna get Nick on, OG. He's in the back. Let's see what he's gonna McCarthy us to death. That's my boy. Hold on, let me pull him up here. Nick,
Hey.
go ahead, McCarthy us to death, bro. Come on.
I'm gonna let him go. I'll see
All
you,
right, brother. All right,
Thank you.
my guy, man.
What's up, dog?
What's good, bro? Hey, we need
Not much.
the mixture. We need the mixture. So let's.
So we need the mixture. So here's where I want to take this conversation. We talk about KOC letting down McCarthy.
Yeah.
We also don't talk about Kwesi enough. Because I went back and I was looking at all of the drafts that if I was a GM, so I go back and I look, right? I look at where the people that, let's say, we like go, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Quinshawn Judkins. Let's talk about Travion Henderson. Let's
Yeah.
talk about, all the players, you know what I mean? Bro, everyone can go on. And I'm watching all of these players go and have careers while over the last 7 years. So we're sitting here and we're going to crap on McCarthy for not having a team. And in reality, we've missed. On paper, we're loaded, right? The idea of Jonathan Allen, then the more we start doing, everyone says we got D tackles now, but then you start to look at it and you're like, well, Jonathan Allen, Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Allen doesn't stop the run.
Yeah.
Hargrave doesn't stop the run. You know what I mean? And then I go back to how the season played out. And I'm very OCD, like with music and everything. So I go back and I watch over and over, and I'm like, am I missing something? And then I just feel like the whole season was just like, let's trash McCarthy real quick. So he made awful throws. First drive against the Bears, just missed horrible throws, right? You can't do that, right?
Right.
But then somebody else messes up. So I feel like, we're going through the whole season just trashing on McCarthy, and we never talk about like, okay, but like, we had a chance to get it. We kept having chances to get in the game, and it just feels like something would happen. Now, the Kyler Murray thing for me, and I've said this from the beginning, is the smartest move possible because the reality of it, we're going to get two lethal quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I just personally think I've gone back and I've watched Kyler, and I've seen him in big moments just lose.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see that with McCarthy. McCarthy can't stay healthy. But every game that I've watched this kid play, and let's not forget, he's going against, like, he played the best teams, right? He played the Lions. Like, he played some heavy hitters teams. And on top of that, we almost won. Kyler Murray, I mean, when they lost to Green Bay, when they're 7-0, right? Kyler Murray throws the weirdest play ever. Maybe it was play design, I don't know. But it's like you at that time you have to have control of the team, right? And every time I see this kid on the field, I just feel the presence of the control. Is it pretty the whole time? No. But every time I'm out there, I'm like, yo, this kid can go win this game. Like when the first game of the year, I'm like, oh dang, this kid sucks, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's trash. And then fourth quarter starts, and then I'm just like, okay, that was cool. Oh, and then I'm, next touchdown. Oh man, we're coming. Then next thing you know, like we're winning, and it's just this energy. And I think what bums me out about that is I truly think, I mean, except from players like Adrian Peterson coming back from an ACL, it usually just takes you time, right?
Yeah.
And with him coming into the NFL, he already needed to put on weight. So with him tearing his ACL, he lost weight, and then he's got to go back up, you know what I mean, after he's healthy, and then try to stay healthy for a full 17 games as a kid coming in is not that big. So that is a knock on him, and I've said it multiple times. Like, he needs to get bigger. He needs to
Yeah.
put on 15 pounds. Um, for me, it's just every time I watch Kyler, he misses big plays, and it's at the most crucial times. And I feel like we all get caught up in stats, right?
Yeah.
And that's what that will mind about. Oh man, he's throwing all these yards, all these rushing, all these, and just
That's what we did with Kirk. Yeah.
yeah, how many games are you gonna win? That's what I want to know. And I've said this in the group chat too. I'm a firm believer. Like, if we go out and win 7-0 or 14-0, and it's an ugly football, but it's a win, I'll take it. Is it gonna make me mad? Yeah, sure, probably. But at the end of the day, I want someone to go out there and win. Now, my biggest quarrel with the Murray thing is it just kind of craps on the parade. But I think the beautiful thing is it's cheap, which why it makes the most sense. I get it. But and I know everyone's gonna be like, well, it's not about feelings. It has nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? We need to hit on these draft picks. If
Yeah.
if JJ McCarthy had Travion Henderson or Quinshawn Judkins, or we had Deion Walker, or we had um any of these players that we have mocked that are having good NFL careers versus a Kobe King that signs with another team, or a player that we're stashing on the practice squad, hoping that things are going to come around in 2 or 3 years down the road. These teams, Philly, and I went on a rant about this the last week, but I wanted to be short with it.
Yeah.
We don't talk about enough about these organizations and who's like what players they're taking. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I mean, we had a lot of draft picks over the last what is it, 4 or 5 years? We're going on year 5, year 6.
Yeah.
Um, how many have we missed? We're
A
talking
lot.
about a full roster of players missed and wasted talent missed. So does McCarthy play bad at sometimes? Yeah, but we also have to look at it. He's 22 years old. Like, look at the history of all these rookie quarterbacks. Joe Burrows, Mahomes. I mean, everybody goes through these trials and tribulations. For me, it's bringing in Kyler. Now everyone just forgot about McCarthy. When we
Yeah.
saw special things, you're telling me as a Vikings fan, y'all weren't hyped watching JJ McCarthy smack the Lions around. We haven't seen that in years. Everyone was talking about, the Lions are the kings of the North, and then JJ McCarthy comes out and smacks them. And it's just little things like that. For me, it's just the kind of the mood thing.
Yeah.
It's just weird vibes around our team now.
It
But
is. It is. But real
but
quick, Nick, I gotta say though, even with that Lions game, I was hyped. You know what I mean? Because he did his thing. But you gotta he was 56% completion percentage, bro, with 143 yards. Like, here's the
sure,
deal. I think
but
I think like
that's a division game. So,
true.
so at the end of the day, are we going to talk stats or we're going to talk wins?
Well,
Because
I just want to make it clear though, is when you look at it from that point of view, though, it's almost like, was it him? Was it actually him that won the
yeah,
game? Now, I will
absolutely.
say
Yeah, he made plays.
he made some plays, and don't get me wrong, I was hyped during that game, bro. Obviously, I'm repping hard, but like again, when I go back now, because now I go back and reflect on the season, and I'm
And,
looking, I would say
and
Dallas was probably his most impressive game, in my opinion,
For sure, but Dallas also sucks. So I can't lean too much. So people are talking about
or the Washington game.
was JJ McCarthy has to be accountable for something. Absolutely, nobody's saying that. What I'm saying is you look at McCarthy, you just look at the way he plays football, look at the way he sees football. The
Yeah,
guy has it. You look at Joe Burrow, you look at Trevor Lawrence, you look at Josh Allen, you look at all of these great quarterbacks. None of them came in year one and was starting like that. And if
yeah,
they put up all these stats, they weren't winning. Sure, Josh Allen threw up a bunch of touchdowns in, but what did he do? What is Josh Allen known for? He's known for losing. You know what I mean? Now he's a winner. Same thing with Lamar Jackson. Oh, he can't throw a football. He's just a running back. He's this, he's that. How many MVPs does Lamar have? You know what I mean? That's my biggest thing is I just feel like we
It's
we
walking
really
through
just
mud watching him get to
panicked.
150.
And I think it doesn't look good. Um at, if I were KOC, and I'm not, and clearly because I'm a car salesman, but to sell the sizzle, if I'm KOC, I'm saying screw Kyler Murray. I can do that. We can do this. And instead, KOC is like, oh sure, yeah, no, let's take him. I need all the quarterbacks I can get because I don't know which ones can run my offense. I have no idea what I'm doing half the time. I abandon the run. I when plays work, I don't use them for weeks.
But also too though, Nick, is I think it's safe to say that as a Vikings fan, especially since we'll say since from the beginning of the KOC era, we've seen our QB3 have to play meaningful games every single year almost, except for year one, because Kirk Cousins played that whole year in 2022. But 2023, 2024, and 2025, we've ran through all the way to Q. We've had three to four different quarterbacks that have had to come out and play multiple games for us. So again, it's also an insurance plan, in my opinion. Like
for sure. No, and again, if I can put my Kyler Murray hat on and tell you how amazing it's going to be.
Yeah.
But just the way I look at it, I just feel like it's more of a panic move than a problem solver.
Got you.
And the other thing, I think the biggest mistake has been how let down this roster is. I feel like we missed out on a lot. Like, you can't go into a draft and like you're hitting two players nowadays. That's not how GMs are operating. If you look at some of the best teams out there, they're hitting fourth rounders. They're taking, I'm taking Puka Nacua in the fifth round. You know what I mean? Like there's talent in the third, fourth, fifth round that we're just missing, that if we would have these players on our roster, I think we're a playoff team last year.
Yeah.
You tell me we don't have Quinshawn Judkins over Aaron Jones, and Aaron Jones is a nice guy.
I agree. Not Quinshawn Judkins, our other boy, Trevion Henderson.
Either one though, but that's my point.
Because Henderson we could have actually got. I think Judkins went kind of high, I believe, right? Because he was more touted as a better prospect.
But I'll let someone else come on. And don't get me wrong, like another Chad thinks I'm a McCarthy Glazer.
Nah, you a Vikings fan, bro. You just, you standing up for your dude. You standing on business, man. That's what I respect about you.
And I might be wrong. I do think McCarthy could push Murray in camp and make us like turn right.
Like real quick, do you think there's a true competition though, Nick?
I think there has to be, because
I mean, like logically, yes, you would want to think that, but I'm saying like realistic. Do you really feel like Kevin O'Connell brought in Kyler Murray and is telling him, "Hey, this is battle for battle, bro. Whoever may the best man win." I just don't see that, bro. I don't see that.
Maybe not, and I think that's a expletive word. I'll keep it clean for the chat. I think that's a blank move. By our coach, and it's just it instills more doubt in me than him. It's just, I don't know. It's very weird. I feel like it, with where things are going, it's just every year they're just chucking darts at a board. We're like, we might get it, and I'm kind of over it. Like I want to see a plan that is actually going to work. Because losing out on probably close to a full football roster of draft picks not being on our team anymore is a little ridiculous.
I want to ask you one more question, bro. Like, because we have people in the chat. Shout out to the chat tonight too, man. Y'all lit tonight, being vocal. Appreciate y'all. Hit the like button. Show some love to my guy Nick popping out for me, man. But this is a question, right? Because we have people in the chat, and even me and you, we've talked about this, about how we don't want to pull the plug on him. He's only 22 years old. We've only seen 10 football games. But I guess what I'm struggling with, Nick, is seeing the vision of how do you develop him at the same time you bring a Kyler Murray in. Because here's the deal. If Kyler Murray, let's just say, right, hypothetically, we go through this season. Kyler Murray wins us 11, 12 games. We go to the playoffs. We win a playoff game. When we wind up getting knocked out, whatever. But we have a successful season. At that point, we'll be going into JJ's fourth season, right? Like what is the let's hold on to JJ and develop him? Like at what point do we have to say, bro, we have our quarterback now, bro? Like, I mean, there's really no more you can hold on to unless you want to hold on to him until he's 25 and then throw him out there and just hope. Like at that time, bro, there's going to be all type of new names out there. We're going to be wanting this guy coming out of college, that guy. I mean, he's going to be old news, bro. Like, like what do you see the plan being? Like, for example, do you see Kyler playing this year, no matter what JJ's behind the scenes developing, and then 2027 we're just rolling them out there? Or how do you even see it unfolding, bro? Like, how would you want it to unfold?
So I think we can approach it by just simple answers. If the kid's gonna work hard, he's gonna do it, right?
Yeah.
If he's not the guy, he's not the guy. Um, but
I just wonder how we're gonna know if he is or not. I think it's gonna be
I
hard
mean,
for
you're
us
gonna
fans to
know.
understand.
I mean, we're gonna know if he goes out and he sucks. You know what I mean? He's gonna play the preseason. You're not gonna,
Yeah.
we can't say he's not playing in preseason now.
Yeah, he's definitely
But
playing. Yeah.
I mean, like you need to. Um, And I looking at the little things, man. Jordan Addison, who they already talked about, like, hey, we got the money for you, Addison, because they're seeing what these wide receiver 2 markets are, and they
Yeah.
would rather throw 30 million at Addison to be like, hey, yo, bro, you want to stay in town? He a knucklehead, but he's a dog at the end of the day.
No, that's a fact.
So, um, if they're playing with that, Jordan Addison out here fighting people on the internet, goddamn 1 a.m. saying "not my boy, not my boy." And if I want to say that was in the midst of the whole Kyler thing, so it's not like he's like, oh no, I got a new toy. Like he knew something. He knew we were talking to Kyler Murray,
Yeah.
and Jordan Addison is on the internet saying no, that's not a star. And I think what's gonna piss me off is if we let's say we go to the playoffs next year, we sign Kyler Murray. This is the future that I'm going to be mad about. Is if we let McCarthy go somewhere and he wins the Super Bowl, I can't even explain to y'all how mad I'm going to be because the suitors I've been hearing around, oh, he going to the Rams after Matthew Stafford. Okay, you're going to give somebody an organization that actually drafts good players on defense and on offense that can step in day one and play. So you're going to send McCarthy there. He's more likely to succeed there than an organization that wafts on players.
Yeah.
Um, so he needs to earn it. I'm a firm believer that if McCarthy's going to go out, he's going to go out and do it this year.
Yeah.
And
Bulldog got a good point. He said Steve Young was on the bench for 6 years, so he got a good point. But what I think is a little different with McCarthy is our organization might have messed up though, because yes, Steve Young was on the bench for 6 years. See, and you can say Aaron Rodgers was on the bench for 3 years, whatever. JJ McCarthy, we threw him out there, took him out, threw him out there, taking him out again. There's just too much back and forth.
And I don't want to ramble because I know other people are going to want to come on, but I go back and I look at I watch these games and there's situations where like, okay, there's plays where he sucks. Like that's just going to happen. But then there's a momentum thing. And I've watched KOC and I suggest people go back and watch the games. There are points in the game where it's almost like KOC gets scared. He's just scared to win ball games. It's weird. You know what I mean? You're in the red zone and you throw 3 passes back to back. It's like, first of all, if you have a young quarterback and you're in the red zone, you probably should start running the ball. And I will say there are other times where I'm watching our running backs in the backfield getting stopped. But like there should never be a situation where you go into the red zone when you're within 10 yards. Let's take the Falcons game, for instance, right? We get some massive, crazy play to Jalen Naylor. We're in the red zone. And then I look at it and we come away with no points.
Yeah.
And it's just like, that's a KOC move.
Yeah.
And then I look at other plays where he should have gone for it on 4th down. Like there are teams, and Detroit does it, Philly does it. There are certain teams like if KOC's in his 40-yard range, like where, oh no, we might have to play defense.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, let's punt the ball. I'm like, dude, why are you punting? Like there's so many times if you go back and watch this past season where KOC's punting the ball, when it's just like, yo, I would rather us go out and like men and try. You know what I mean? 'Cause if Dan Campbell, they're like, oh well, you got to go for it.
Yeah.
So it's just, I'm really losing faith in KOC. I just feel like he's the one making excuses everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, it's this, it's that. Oh, I don't have Cousins. Oh, I need a rookie contract and to build a roster. Oh, I need Kyle Murray. He's all over the place. It's very concerning to me. I'm much more concerned about KOC than I am McCarthy in this football team. But
Yeah.
at the
Good
end of the
point.
day, I am excited because I think if KOC can grow as a coach and switch his style up, whether it's Murray or McCarthy, whoever wins it up, because you know, there's a reality where McCarthy wins the job back. Let's say McCarthy's out for 7 weeks, and
Yeah.
let's say McCarthy comes in, he goes 8-1. Are you going back to Kyler Murray? I'm just curious. If Murray
Nah.
goes two,
Yeah.
if Murray goes 2-0, gets hurt, McCarthy comes in, he's 8-1. Are you just bailing and going back to Murray? I don't know what to do at that point. It's just
Yeah.
but it's a good problem to have at the end of the
It
day. I
is.
know, I
It
know
is.
I'm a McCarthy stan, but at the end of the day, I'm a true believer. If you can't go out there as a coach and win with Kyler Murray or JJ McCarthy,
Yeah.
you should not be coaching in the NFL. And we
No,
need
that's
to
a
start
fact.
hitting. And I feel like he also kind of took the coward move and say, "Oh, it's Quasey's fault." But are we not going to say KOC doesn't look at players in the draft?
Yeah.
Because then
Yeah.
that's a whole nother option. But all right, my bad. I didn't mean to
Yeah.
hog up
No,
the
you good,
airtime.
bro. You
I
good,
didn't mean to
bro.
hog
Like,
up.
hey, that's what tonight's about, opening the lines. Appreciate you, Nick, as always, though. You know
Yeah,
that, bro.
man.
For
Love
sure.
y'all.
All right, bro. Love you too, bro. Man, shout out my guy, man, talking that talk. I want to pull this up. This is the video I think Davey OG was talking about here.
This is exactly why Kyler Murray needs to be the Minnesota Vikings quarterback. And he has so much more film and tape than you would imagine. Look at that throw. This is unbelievable. This is, I think, the reason why Kyler Murray can still play. All right, there's 9 seconds left. Let's break this down. 9 seconds left in the first half. They are showing a cover zero defense, meaning, hey, look, we're in empty, so we have 5 wide, no one to block. All right, so to me, it looks like it's man to man. There's 6 guys up here. So in Kyler's mind, he's got to be thinking, hey, I got to get a ball out play. I got to get the offensive line going that way. All right, so when he catches it, he's like, oh, okay, there's no one coming. All right, there's no one blitzing. And then they just run 5 verticals. This ball has to be complete in the end zone. It's called a trigger situation, meaning you cannot complete this ball.
This was a hell of a throw.
In the field to play because they don't have any timeouts. What they're going to do is they're going to run literally, it's very rare to see 5 verticals. It's literally saying, hey, you can go and you just all run into the end zone. So what Kyler does, it's really smart. He picks the single matchup right here in the slot. Look at the outside leverage. Kyler understands the outside leverage. Now, all Kyler has to do and the tight end has to do is just look this safety.
Was this the video you were talking about?
That opens up for a one-on-one.
Or is there a
throw.
different one that he
However,
breaks down?
When you're throwing it right there, look when the ball's out. When you're throwing it, you have to be aware because this guy's playing an outside technique of undercutting. So what does he have to do with the ball? He has to throw the ball up and over this guy, which the ball's right there. But then the safety's coming off, so he has to have enough zip on it to get there before him. It's an absolutely.
Chase is like, damn, bro, I wish I could make those like that. Like, straight up. Hey, Chase is like, damn, bro, I wish I could have made throws like that. Damn, bro. I wanted to there's a dude, man. He's on the what show is he on that I like to watch? Joe and fuck. Hold on, I'll find him right now. Let me see. I think I've seen his video on here. I like this dude, man. I'm curious to see what he said real quick. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. Thoughts on the Viking. I was okay. Let's see. Oh, I haven't watched this one. Let's see what he's saying. I haven't seen this video. Let's see what this interview is about.
that all these question marks about Kyler, how will Kyler fit in Kevin's offense, that Kevin is going to find a way to make this work?
Shout out
I think
OKC.
so. If I was a Minnesota Viking fan, I would trust Kevin. I really would. I would trust his ability to be able to look at the quarterback position. Now, in defense of where he is with JJ, the kid was hurt in his first year. Really a rookie. It's a tough position to play. That's something that people won't acknowledge, Darren. It is a tough position to play. Kyler brings 7 years of experience into this. The experience is invaluable. I've said this time.
Yeah,
and time
that's
again.
true.
The only way you get better is you go out on that field, you get the living daylights beat out of you, you make mistakes and you learn from them. And that's part of the quarterback play. And I think that he's had the experience behind him. He's, how much.
Bro, Kyle ain't afraid to throw it though, bro. That's gonna be JJ, bro. Like, listen, this is what excites me though. This play right here, like these are the type of things I look forward to seeing. Is this play right here specifically is a play where when you have a Justin Jefferson on your team, I'll even say Jordan Addison. Like, this is the type of play we should be looking forward to in 2026. Kyler Murray knows and understands that, hey, when you have a wide receiver that's a gamer, you give him a chance, bro. You give him a shot. He does not have to be wide open. A lot of younger quarterbacks, they wait to make sure a receiver is wide open, and most of the times it's too late at that point. That's what you get. That's when you get the interceptions and things like that. This right here is what I look forward to seeing. Look at this.
And I think that he's had
just throw it
behind him. He's, how much
that's JJ on the other side of those.
How good is the
that's going to be happening,
bro? In Arizona. I mean, you look at the elements around the position and say, okay, what do we have?
Kyler does not mind trusting his wide receivers, bro.
So, do we have wide receivers? Absolutely. Is our defense dynamic enough to be able to keep us in games if we need to make plays? I think that's there as well. Like I say, to me, with Kyler going to Minnesota is an excellent fit for him. And I'm really, really curious to see how Kevin works him into an offense, not the offense, but an offense that suits his skill set.
Hey,
I think Kevin O'Connell.
I like it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of hype around the Kyler Murray, man. Kyler Murray, let's see what they saying, man. We got a lot of shit. I haven't watched half of this.
This may be the most consequential transaction in the last 5 years in the NFL, to get a starting quarterback at 29 years old for 1.3.
Last 5 years.
In the last 5 years, when you think about the cap at $300 million, and to pay a starting quarterback, presumably at 29 years old, $1.3 million, that's incredible value. And when you think about this, team won 9 games last year with really below average play between Max Brosmer, J.J. McCarthy. Look at this graphic, and some Carson Wentz. It's amazing how impactful this move could be. If they win 2 more games, they're sitting at 11. They
34 total QBR.
Is making the league minimum. Again, context is everything. Starting quarterbacks are making upwards of $60 million. And look, I'm not saying he should be at the top of the market, but this is incredible value with a lot of high impact.
Bro, we were fucking horrible. Bro, you realize how bad we were? Do y'all realize how bad we actually were? Like, we were bad, bro. The quarterback play was bad, bro. That shit is horrible. Let me see if I can find. I think I added a S on this, and that's when it brought it up. Hold on. Let me just find one more video, and then I'll leave y'all alone, man. We're gonna do more of these though, where we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna split the room, because the room needs to be split. And no matter what side you pick, man, stand on that. That's what I like, man. Stand on your business, but be excited as a Vikings fan, man, to have both. I mean, like Nick was saying, we actually do have a really good issue on our hands. We have a good issue. I think JJ McCarthy is going to work hard. I think he's going to try to go out there and compete. I don't think it's a competition, but I think he's going to approach it as it is. And I think he should. At his age, he should treat it as such. But this is Kyler Murray's team, man. Whether you like it or not, that's the reality. This is Kyler Murray's football team. This was one actually. No, that wasn't it. It was. I know Adam Schefter just had a recent video too. I'm trying to find. Damn, where's my boy at, man? Fuck, why can't I find it? I wanted to play that one too, man. I had it. I should have tagged it. Let me see. Yeah, it was Ruffino. That's his name. Is it Joe and Ruffino? Let's see. Yeah, here he is. Boom. Okay. All right. I want to hear what I want to hear what he has to say. This is my guy. So let's listen to this one. Some people may not have heard this one. Joe. His name is Joe DeLeon, man. This is my dude. I rock with him.
I think in a vacuum, Kyler Murray is the type of quarterback that does get this team back on track. But to the point that you just brought up, what kind of a leader are you getting out of Kyler Murray? How focused is he? How much intent does he have on turning this team into a consistent top tier winner? If we get the early career version of Kyler where he was dynamic and explosive and his unique skill set was just impossible to figure out because of how compact and elusive he is, if all those things come to fruition, I think the Kevin O'Connell is going to have a field day. But to this main point, if he is dragging ass and he's just not that same level of intentional and detail oriented that premier quarterbacks in the league need to be, then this is absolutely going to end up crashing and burning. But if there is a coach that I think that can get something out of him, it does feel like O'Connell. It really does. To this point, though, of what is the path for this team and what are they capable of, the fact that they did go 9-8 last year because of how good their defense was, it makes me have a lot of faith. I think that if they find a young dynamic running back this year in the draft, that they could end up really, really boosting this offense alongside Kyler Murray. I would also add, I feel like if Jeremiah Love is a player who's maybe sliding a little bit because of New Orleans and Kansas City finding running backs in free agency, if he makes it to like pick 10 or so,
he's wearing that Western Kentucky hat.
Is Minnesota a team that considers trading up and adding him to the mix? And I think that would make a lot of sense considering their limitations offensively last year and what he would do for their future.
Hey, let's go. Hey, that's good shit. Let's get it, man. I haven't seen that, so. And we're gonna talk about the running backs on the next couple shows. I just want to remind everybody too, Thursday night I'm on with Steve from Vikings Playbook. I will be doing his show. That show is going to be 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. So make sure you tap into that. That'll be on his YouTube channel. Can't wait to do that show with him. Me and him were supposed to lock in and do a show 2 weeks ago, and something popped up for me where I couldn't make it. So I'm ready to make up for that, man. We're going to have a good old show over there. So make sure you keep your eye out for that. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow is Wednesday. I think Friday I do have Zoe on board. So Zoe and D Woods, they'll be doing their mock madness. We'll see who else wants to tap in, and maybe we can knock 2 out on Friday. Maybe we can just lock in so we can go ahead and get it popping to the next round. Shout out to everybody who's already done their mock madness draft. Appreciate y'all tapping in and doing that. And we can keep moving forward. I'm looking forward to the rest of this offseason. I'm looking forward to the draft. Like my Skol bro said, the Vikings probably are going to go running back early, and they should. There's a lot of running backs I like. Obviously Damon Claiborne is my guy, and he had an interview with Kay Adams today talking about visiting the Vikings. Can't wait. Can't wait. Hopefully we get him. But Mike Washington Jr., I'm definitely buying into dude too. He runs like a robot in my opinion, but it looks good. You know what I'm saying? It looks good to me. You feel me? I'm with it. So shout out to him, and obviously Jeremiah Love. If Love falls, just like Joe said just now, man, and you take a chance on that, I would be good with that. I'm good with that as well. So look, man, there's a lot to be excited about. Pick your side. Are you K1 or you 9, man? Let me know how you're feeling, man. Let's keep it popping. But either way, the Vikings are gonna be a problem this year, bro. We're gonna be a problem. Teams better not sleep, because if Kyler Murray turns in to what he used to be, oh yes, sir, the Minnesota Vikings are back, baby. Let's go, man. Shout out to y'all. Make sure you hit the Discord. Shout out my boy Barber. Love y'all. I'll let your boy.